Warning, the following video contains massive spoilers for Zero Escape, Virtue's Last Reward. You know, so if you haven't played the game or you haven't finished watching the LP, you probably don't want to watch this video yet. Okie dokie. Hello! This is NicoB, back with some more Zero Escape. You thought it was over? Guess again. Yes, it turns out I kind of forgot that I had those golden files I spent all that freaking time getting. I might as well read it, right? I mean, come on. Yeah, I spent all that time. Anyway, you guys said you wanted me to read through at least some of the ones that, well, the ones that we don't already know stuff about. I actually read through. I remember this is from the first room, and I've actually already read through that. It was before you guys told me that, that I probably shouldn't do that. Okay, so I'm gonna go through and try to narrow down the ones that aren't actually, give us new information. Let's see, what is the nunnery game? Okay, here's a little something. Talk about Cypral B. One of the drugs used by the nunnery bracelets, an extremely powerful anesthetic, is the first drug injected when a participant breaks one of the rules. This drug has also appeared in Virtue's Last Reward sister title, 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. Like, this is really breaking the fourth wall. I guess it's just like, if I found these files, like, what is Sigma, like, thinking when he like, oh, look at that, of course, we're inside this video game. Oh, yes, 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. Jimmy is like, oh, yeah, I was the main character of that game. Oh, cool. I sound a lot like you did. Like you do now. Really? Yeah, whoa. It's created by Mr. H, that'd be Hangu, who was the president of Cradle Pharmaceutical and appeared in 999. He developed it by extracting, purifying an alkaloid from a variety of mandrake. High usage can lead to some side effects, including severe memory loss. It can also be aerosolized and used as an anesthetic or knockout gas. So I guess that's probably what we've been using to knock people out. It's fucking gas canisters. It's always with the gas canisters. God. Okay, now this one I just gotta point out because it's just like, Radical 6, a powerful virus whose worldwide spread is an integral part of the story. If you want to know what Radical N6 means, you'll just have to play the game to find out. Really? Really, game? It's just like, I don't know. I was expecting these files to be a little less directed at, like, me, the player, you know? And be, like, sort of general information, but I don't know. I guess if that were the case, then maybe, I don't know. I don't know. I just find it's just kind of weird to me. It's like the fact that, like, the other characters don't even know, so. Oh, by the way, you guys, one thing I want to mention, you guys told me that apparently the guy, at the secret ending, the question mark guy that showed up, was apparently in an interview with the game's creator. They said that was supposed to, the question mark was supposed to represent you, the player, and I'm gonna be honest with that. That kind of pisses me off just a little bit. And the reason is because there have been a number of times, like just multiple times, where the game has sort of looked like it's going in that direction, like, oh, it's going for me. You know, it's referring to me, the player. You know, when like Akane was describing herself as the one guiding Junpei along and shit like that. And, you know, and I would have sort of rolled with it at the beginning, but I feel like we've gotten to the point where we established that, okay, we weren't going to do that. You know, instead it's like, okay, we're these outside forces, but to all of a sudden sort of include us, and the fact that they had us speaking through this character as Kyle, you know, I feel like it would have made more sense if they hadn't had us say anything, like maybe we were thinking things in our head, but we didn't say anything out loud, or I don't know, you know, like a silent protagonist. It just seemed weird that, like, it didn't seem to fit, you know. I don't know. I would have liked it better if it hadn't been like a character that we had never met before that was in the game, and not like, you know, this meta shit where it's like, oh, it's me, the player, NicoB. I'm projecting myself through this dude. You know, I don't know. It just seemed out of place to me, but I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna play out in the third one, but anyway, I would have preferred if it had just been the characters that had in the game and not me, you know? At least by this point. Now we got one file here that tells you exactly how to open the chromatic doors, which would have been kind of nice if the game had expected me to try to figure that out myself. Fortunately, Fi was like a freaking genius at that stuff. I would not have been able to figure that out. Not bad with my colors. What? Wait, what? I'm sorry, this one, EU, stands for erotic units. What? EU is a system developed to measure a combination of physical, emotional, and situation attractiveness. It ranges from 0 to 20, where 20 might be Marilyn Monroe and 0 might be Gilbert Godfrey. Okay, the fact we're even referring to Gilbert Godfrey. The curious Danny Trejo rates 16 EU. Just being sexy does not guarantee a high EU rating. Not to be confusing competing systems of hotness or sexability, the EU weighs a number of factors such as practicality, sustainability, emotional investment, and the bias of the observer. Women with a high EU rating have usually mastered the art of the tease. What the hell? What is the point of this? Why is this in here? Of course, that makes perfect sense. What? Erotic units. I thought actually that was a physics term for energy. EU. Is that like a real thing, or is this game just bullshitting me? Oh yes, of course. He's on the Richter scale of sexiness. He's in an erotic units. He's probably about 33. Okay, now we're getting to the weird shit. This is like a weird one. Grandpa videos. A collection of films that Tim Yoji has gathered. Their content isn't really explicit per se, but they still aren't really appropriate for someone Cork's age. It should be noted that the term does not imply that videos contain grandpas or grandpa-like actors. Nope, just intended for the horny grandpas out there. That's good. Thank you, game, for verifying that for him.
I know a lot of you players out there are really confused about what we meant by Tim Yoji's dirty videos, so we're gonna go into graphic, excruciating detail about it. Actually, we're gonna go ahead and show you what those videos are.
Oh, here you go. You're right. This is about to get some hot shit in here. Oh boy. A Sigma scat problem, part 1. Oh, there we go. Sigma has a strange verbal and possibly psychological tick, which causes him to make cat puns whenever he talks about cats. The cause of this behavior seems to be an experience he had as a child. When Sigma was in preschool, there was a deserted house near his school that everyone called the Cat Mansion. Hey, there was the cat lady, and she had the ability to come back from the dead, and she loved killing mass crazy psychopaths. And oh wait, no, wrong game. He always loved cats, so every day he would visit the Cat Mansion and give the cats that lived there some of his lunch. One day he realized that he could understand what the cats were saying to one another. What?
Whoa! Oh my god, I can understand you. This is just like Sailor Moon when that black cat's talking to me.
Yes, that's right. I come to grant you 3 wishes.
Sweet!
A magical black cat appeared and told him that he had given him this gift in exchange for giving food for its fellows. But the magical cat said, to be continued. No, you can never tell anyone about your gift. The magical black cat warned, if you do, you'll be cursed. But young Sigma was so happy about his newfound ability that he slipped and told a girl about it.
Hey, you know what else? You want to go back to my place?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, by the way, you want to see something really awesome? Hey, Fluffy, get in here.
What is it? What do you want?
Fluffy, look. See, I'm talking to my cat right now.
What?
Fluffy, do something cool, dance around. No, I'm not gonna do that for you. Get out of here. Come on, dance around, Fluffy. Oh, fuck you. By the way, aren't you supposed to not be doing this right now? Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Wait, where did that girl go? Oh, damn it.
She, jumped out the window. Get away from him. Slipped and told a girl about so the black cat cursed him. His curse was to speak only in cat puns for the rest of his life. Fortunately for him, a magical white cat came along soon afterward.
Hello there, I'm the friendly magical cat.
Felt the curse was a little too harsh and lessened it so that he would only talk in cat puns when he talked about cats. And they lived happily ever after. The end. Oh, that was beautiful. That was just beautiful. Oh, God. I know we were all dying to know what that was all about. Gosh, that's a lovely story. Phone. Okay. A device that converts sound into electrical signals and transmits over wires so they can be decoded, play back to the other end. It's useful for speaking to people who are far away. Wow, thank you, game.
I'm learning so much from this game. The invention of the telephone is generally credited to Alexander Graham Bell in 1876, but there's a dispute in some circles as to whether or not this is the truth. In the game, there's a phone in one of the cabins. It can't call outside the facility, of course. What if you try something like 5309-6969? Other numbers might do other things, so give it a try.
What? Oh no, you kidding me? Fuck. Now I gotta go fucking try it. Now I gotta go see what that is. Damn it. 5309. Hello?
Hello, can I help you?
Hey, I got your number on the wall. Huh? She hung up. The hell? Hey.
Wait, it was on the wall?
Hello?
Hello, can I help you?
Hey, I got your number in the...
Son of a bitch, stop hanging up on me. Okay.
The hell was the point of that?
Alright. 6969. Yes, I know it's a phone. Put the button. What?
We're ready for the time of your life, sweetheart. Only $24.95 a minute, baby. Oh, yeah.
That's a little too rich for my blood. Thanks. Oh, wait. No! Help me, I'm stuck in a... Damn it! That was totally worth it.
Okay, golem. The golem is an anthropomorphic creature from Jewish folklore. Golems are made from clay and will obey any orders given to them by their creators without question, although they tend to take instructions very literally. A golem is created by performing a holy ritual that kneading clay into a shape of a person, chanting a spell, and writing the Hebrew word emet, truth, on the golem's forehead. Erasing the E changes the word to met, which is Hebrew for death. Doing this deactivates the golem. Ooh, fancy. Now the golem, the Golm. One of the golems found in the nunnery game facility, he is discovered lying on the maintenance table in the Golem Bay. A side note, GM stands for Golem type male, Cockney model, number Golem. Oh, that's funny. With my Cockney accent. Okay, the Turing test. The Turing test is designed to gauge a computer's ability to exhibit intelligent behavior, first developed by British mathematician Alan Turing. The test has 3 participants, a human judge, a human subject, and a machine. The judge engages in conversation with the human and the machine, and if the judge cannot determine who is the machine and who is the human, the machine is considered to have passed the Turing test. Oh, that's cool. If I mention that perhaps she and her companions have been captured to perform a test, she's referring to the Turing test. Oh, okay. Kind of ties in with the Chinese room a bit. Supplementary AP rule games. Golem story, the point. Oh, okay. The gist of Golem's somewhat rambling explanation is the center of thought doesn't necessarily have to reside in the body. In the case of Golem, the self clearly resided in the mainframe and clearly resided in the mainframe and operated the body remotely. Since a self-aware robot could exist this way, he theorized, what would prevent humans from doing the same? If humans are actually being controlled by an outside force, then is there actually any such thing as free will?
Whoa. That's freaking deep, dude.
I know, right? Wound 1. Or, somebody, this is probably from, like, Alice getting stabbed. Okay, it's not terribly interesting. Wound cavity, wound length. Okay, that's not that interesting. An autopsy is a post-mortem surgery that examines a body in detail to determine the cause of death and evaluate any disease or injuries that might be present. It is also super gross. This is so gross. So super gross. Bracelet number 2. At first glance, Kate's bracelet seems different from the others. Specifically, it appears to be attached to his suit. Although the design is slightly different, it is not part of his suit. The bracelet is attached directly to his wrists, and the face looks out through the hole in the armor. Just like the other bracelets, it will only come off when he escapes or when his heart stops beating. Okay. Generalized amnesia. Okay, again referring to K, a memory condition where the sufferer retains knowledge such as language, social common sense, and so on, but memories of their past and personality disappear. It's caused usually psychological, but in rare cases it can be caused by serious head trauma. Case suggested that an extremely painful breakup might have been the cause of this condition, but generalized amnesia usually requires a much more powerful trigger than breaking up with someone. In fact, a painful breakup often has the opposite effect. You want desperately to forget, but find that to be impossible, which leads to all sorts of other mental disorders. Or so the person sitting behind me says. Oh, have a nice blank, too. Words 03 says before he leaves. There are a few variations. Have a nice trauma, have a nice trace, have a nice trumpet. I thought we already went over that. Is that different? Free the soul. Okay. An emerging religious organization with a rapidly growing membership. Some figures claim their congregation numbers over 1 million in countries across the world. Originally, the organization called itself Free the Soul of Y, but later dropped of Y to become simply Free the Soul. The founder of the religion is known only as Brother, and his true identity is a mystery. Only a small number of the highest-ranking members have ever seen him. The doctrine of Free the Soul demands that its inherent adherents separate themselves from the world, free themselves of lust, and release their... Free themselves of lust? Damn. So he... no wonder Dio didn't motorboat Alice when he had the chance. And release their souls from their physical bodies so they can be purified. His followers believe they will be born again as a new race, and that the world will be transformed to a place of equality with no conflict or poverty. Considering how a peaceful world of equality with no conflict or poverty usually plays out in the movies, they seem like a pretty scary group of people. Okay, the Myrmidons. Free the Soul is a powerful new religious order dedicated to establishing a new world order, blah blah blah, and the Myrmidons are their elite frontline soldiers in that secret war. The general public knows nothing about the Myrmidons, but their actions have put them on watch lists of intelligence communities across the globe. Rumor says that all the Myrmidons have the same face, suggesting they all may be clones of a single person. No one knows where this rumors come from exactly, but I can tell you that it's a very credible source. Brother. The founder of Free the Soul... I feel like Brother might be the one to appear in the next Zero Escape, since they were suggesting that he's an Esper, right? That's what they were suggesting. The founder of Free the Soul, though he prefers not to be referred as such. As a child, he had a younger brother whom he was very fond of. Unfortunately, the worst happened and the younger brother was murdered. Rage and despair filled Brother, and for 9 days and 9 nights... again with the 9... 9 days, 9 nights, and 9 hours, he was consumed by his own misery. On the morning of the 10th day, however, he had a revelation. Mankind was rife with basest desires and needed to be purified so that a new world could come into being. God had spoken to Brother and given him a message. Brother dedicated his life to realizing that mission, and at the age of 26, he established Free the Soul of Y. He claims the Y is a symbol for miracles.
It also looks like a dude putting his hands in the air.
Woo! Oh, here we go. Here's some information that isn't revealed in the game.
Oh, okay, cool, thanks.
The bracelet put on the left wrist of the 9 participants in the Ambidex game has an important feature that's never mentioned. As soon as it's put on, a needle on the underside activates and inserts himself in the wearer. Doesn't necessarily mean that it injects a drug, only that it activates and pierces the skin. Maybe there's something on the needle, or maybe there isn't. All it's certain is that when someone puts on the bracelet, they get poked. What? That doesn't make any sense at all. Remember, all the other times we've been injected with the bracelet thing, we always get a slight poking sensation. So you're telling me we already been poked and it just starts injecting shit in there? That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, Golden File.
Scotch, a type of whiskey made in Scotland. Its unique aroma comes from the peat used in its manufacture. Scotch is Temioji's favorite drink. He often claims a little scotch should scratch this itch after returning from work, which annoys his Quark.
What? He'd never seem bothered by it. He was always like,
Hey, look, Grandpa, it's your favorite drink. Why don't you go get trash like you usually do and call some hookers to your house?
Well, that's a great idea, Quark, you little shit. Now get out of here.
root beer float. What? It's like some of these files, like, really? Do we really need an explanation about this? A well-known drink made by putting a scoop of vanilla. I feel like they're sort of grabbing at straws here at the end. Like, oh shit, we don't have enough gold files to fill this page. Root beer float. A well-known drink made by putting a scoop of vanilla ice cream in some root beer, also known as a black cow. Quark has taken to saying root beer floats.
Root beer floats my boat.
Which warms Temioji's heart.
It would have been so funny if it said, which annoys Temioji. He's like, fucking hell, shut up, you little bastard.
Oh, look, it's my map, my favorite fucking thing ever. Okay, what? This facility has 2 stories. The top floor referred to as Floor A, and the bottom floor called Floor B. The A and B supposedly stand for above and below. There's a rumor that the floors were actually named after a particular Swedish pop rock group from the 70s, but everyone involved in this project has insisted that is a vile and hurtful lie. What the hell are you talking about? Jumpy doll. It sounds like someone named a doll Jumpy, but why? We may never know.
I never know.
The secret of Quark's hat! Oh my god. Oh my god, I've been waiting for this moment for so long. For so long. They are in fact cinder. If this says that, I will be so tickled and I will be the happiest human being.
Cinder blocks.
And don't you think his hat looks kind of weird? There's that huge band that just wraps around the head. Is he hiding a pair of Ferengi ears? Or maybe he's just a young Lobot. What? What's a Lobot? Is that a Star Wars thing or something? Well, that's just between you and me, but he's got missiles in there. The size of the hat are hiding those pods like you see on helicopters on SAM sites. Except these missiles are tiny, and when he gets in trouble, both sides of the hat open up and they just fly out in all the which directions. They're like, psh, they're like, wee-hoo, psh. Yeah, just kidding. Actually, just keep snacks in there. Seriously. It's strange that at no point he never actually, no one ever asked what the fuck was up with the hat. And why did he ever go in there to get a snack? Why didn't anyone ever get hungry in this game? Why didn't anyone have to use the bathroom either? God, there's so many questions I still don't understand. Maybe I never will. Okay, cold sleep. This is something. There are generally two types of cold sleep. The first type involves lowering your internal body temperature, and this reduces your basal metabolic rate and induces a state similar to hibernation. In other words, your body is still actively functioning, but very slowly. The sort of cold sleep is the one in this game. Okay, this involves freezing your. Oh, the other sort of cold sleep is the one in this game. Okay, and this involves freezing your body to essentially lock it in whatever state it was in. Until recently, this was impossible because the expansion of the crystallization that took place during the freezing process irrevocably damaged human tissue. In the world where this game takes place, however, TS technology has overcome this hurdle somehow. We don't know how, but we're not gonna bore you with the details.
Tell me, game, how did you do it?
I'll never tell.
And make cryonics a reality. The resuscitation rate is nearly 100%. Nearly 100%. I know. 100%, no one can like them anyway. In fact, you'd be much more likely to die in a plane crash, which means that freezing yourself to visit the future is safer than flying from Tokyo to Milan. Hot dog. The past two nonary games. November 2018. 16 children were reported missing. In actuality, 18 children were taken, but 2 were never reported. The person in charge was someone we refer to as H. Hangu. The purpose of the game was to conduct experiments on morphic resonance with the children as test subjects. Won't go into the specifics here, but the short version is that this was the first nonary game. November 1st, 2027. A total of 9 people participated in this session, and they were abducted just as the children had been, but this time H was not in charge of the game. Clover was a participant in both games, and now she finds herself playing the nonary game yet again. Yet again!
God, this bullshit again, really? Fucking fuck.
Esper Resonance. In the context of this game, Espers are people with the ability to access the morphogenetic field. An Esper can increase the strength of their signal by being in close proximity to other Espers, assuming they are the strongest. The strongest signal will absorb any weak ones nearby. Okay, I see. And use them to amplify its own strength, sort of like waves. The biggest wave adds up the amplitude of smaller waves to its own, and covers them up. I see. So, I guess... So Sigma and Phi were just a lot stronger than Clover, and I guess Junpei even. So, but Akane seems like she's, pretty powerful too, you know? I still don't understand why she can't, I don't know, fix this shit herself. Nonary Veterans. Ah, here we go. The following 9 people were participants in the nonary game that Clover claims to have been a part of.
Ace, the sexy middle-aged man. Oh yeah, baby. Ace always comes first.
And Snake, Clover's older brother, real name Light, and the sexiest motherfucker in the whole game. Come on, look at these these gorgeous flowing gray locks. I mean, can you believe it? I'm only 18 or some bullshit. Santa, arrogant, uncooperative young man who used my voice.
Clover, still Clover, just younger with a jacket and less boobage. Gee, but still just as crazy.
Junpei, hero of 9 Hours, 9 vs. 9 Doors. Yeah, that's me. Whoa, I grew up to be an old grumpy man in the sequel. Bummer, dude.
Junpei's childhood friend, really Makani Kurashiki, and also extremely horny, but never ever has sex with freaking Junpei.
Oh man, I know, right? What the hell's up with that?
What the hell is up with that? That should have happened. 7. Oh, hell yeah. That is the best. I am the best character in that whole game. Why the hell did I only show up for like a flashback? They didn't even show my face in this game. It's bullshit. I should get my own game. Oh man, be the best. We never get my real name, and this is bullshit. What the hell? Whatever. I'll always be 7. Samuel L. Jackson 7. That's what I am. Hell yeah.
Lotus, the attractive programmer. I have 2 daughters, and I'm also a big flaming bitch.
Yeah, number 9. I'm Kubota, a skittish man, and I get I get blown to bits. It really sucked. It's alright though. I was able to duct tape myself back together. And I'm gonna show up in the 3rd game. I will show up. I'll be the main villain. The main villain! Ooh. Ice 9. Yes, the bullshit from the 1st game. Which never got used in this one. So I don't get it. Is Alice just not Ice 9 anything? She just regular, just like Lotus pretty much, but darker skin. Ice 9 is a special form of water with a melting point of 36 degrees Celsius. In other words, it freezes at room temperature. The idea of Ice 9 was originally put forth by American science fiction author Kurt Vonnegut. His version of Ice 9 has a melting point of 45.8 degrees Celsius. Just remember that it says all the water in Alice's body is actually Ice 9. Who knows whether it's true or not, but if it is, then she has to always keep her body temperature above 36 degrees Celsius. And see, I wonder, is that just like a red herring? Is that just bullshit? Like, is that really gonna... just for the hell of it?
Hangu! Hell yeah! I'm gonna read this part of my ace voice. Refers to Guntar Hangu, the sexiest motherfucker alive. He's one of the characters who appeared in 9 Hours, 9 Versus 9 Doors, and even occasionally in this game for no fucking reason, just to show up and laugh at people for being stupid. He was the person who supervised the kidnapping of the children and participated in the nunnery game in 2018. He's the CEO of the Cradle Pharmaceutical and a devoted follower of the Free the Soul. Look at my badass hat. He also enjoys stabbing people with his giant knife, and then giving people bad endings. Morphogenetic field theory. This theory holds. I know that we've read this, but I kind of want to see if they add any more. This theory holds that there's a sort of field where the forms, structures, patterns, etc. of everything in reality are stored. This includes abstract things like language, song, thoughts, inspiration, culture, customs, and ideas. Any information contained, transmitted, or created by matter is held in the morphogenetic field. In the Zero Escape series, people who can communicate by accessing this field are known as espers. If morphogenetic field theory is true, however, then it would mean that, in a sense, all humans are espers of a sort. Whoa. Dude, wouldn't that be awesome? I wanna be able to do that. I can just send my mind somewhere and tell somebody like grab me a cheeseburger on their way home. I'm hungry. Give me your cheeseburger.
Shut up! I'm driving!
Give me your cheeseburger.
Shut up! I don't hear you! La 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 la!
Immunoglobulin.
It's an important part of the body's defense against virus, bacteria, and other invaders. It identifies and neutralizes certain threats. The IG replicator found in the lab gets its name from immunoglobulin.
Immunoglobulin.
Tu fui ego ires. A relatively well-known Latin phrase, it might look like it's talking about a pair of sexy toaster waffles. What? What? It might look like it's talking about a pair of sexy toaster waffles? What? How does that look like? I don't even know. What the hell does that even mean? Okay, but it actually means something like, what you are, I was. What I am, you will be. That awesome quote at the end of the game. Sometimes used as an epitaph, the implication is that the person in question was once alive, like the reader, but that the reader will someday also be dead. A little ominous, I guess.
Hey, just heads up, you're gonna die later. Thanks. Cybernetic arms.
A device originally created to weaponize genetically engineered psychic bears.
Wait, what?
Nah, just kidding. Just kidding, reader.
Oh, you got me there, game. You're a clever one.
It's actually an arm augmented for online sex chat. Nah, not really.
Or maybe it is.
The truth is an arm from a mysterious libido-powered robot.
I'm just messing with you still. God, stop, game. Stop. Too much fucking sarcasm.
A cybernetic arm is actually a mechanical limb that you can control with your mind.
Really?
It is a titanium alloy for bones, and those are covered with ABT, artificial biological tissue. ABT even has artificial nerves so you can feel pain through it just like a real arm. It has veins that connect to the rest of your body, so if you inject this into a cybernetic arm, it'll flow into the rest of your body.
Wow, isn't that great?
Luna's necklace. The necklace Luna has never seen without has a cage containing a blue bird hanging from it. If you twist the key on the bottom, it plays music, a really sad song. It makes me cry. Someone special gave it to her as a gift, and she says it reminds her of the following lesson: search for happiness wherever you can, because the search itself is what will make you happy. Huh.
Oh, by the way, some of you guys said that apparently, like, there are
Since Luna was like 16, or like D16 or something, like there are, that means that there are like 15 other Luna robots out there. Oh my god, that sounds like heaven to me. That'd be the best thing ever.
Oh my god, yes. Luna robots, come. Embrace me. Take your clothes off first and then embrace me.
I wonder if the bird cage was, if this is from like the Doctor Sigma swimsuit. Why is it showing the scene where Tenmyoji's sobbing? He's like,
no! Horny Tenmyoji didn't get to see that swimsuit. He's never gonna get rid of this massive erection.
For some reason, Sigma, or perhaps the author, seems to be unnaturally obsessed with swimsuits. Why is that? Was he involved in a horrible swimsuit accident and now repressed in his youth? Did he have a crush on a high school girl on a girl on the swim team, or who put her Olympic aspirations ahead of any possible romance? Is he just a perv? The world may never know.
I'm gonna go with the latter.
Okay, TNT equivalent. TNT is often used as a reference point when discussing the power of explosive devices. Specifically, explosive power is usually described by tonnage. The amount of energy 1 ton of TNT produces is approximately 4.184 gigajoules. This means that an explosive device with an output of 1 megaton generates 4.184 petajoules. TNT stands for Trinity Talloy? No. Tronti Tillatrin? No. Trinidad and Tobago? Ah yes, Trinitun Trolley Doodly Doodla. That's it. It's one of the most common explosives, which is how it came to be a reference point. A kilogram of TNT has 4.184 megajoules of energy, but a kilogram of butter has 38 megajoules. Butter is some dangerous stuff. Holy shit. I think I've been eating it this whole time. Okay, what? Gentle points. These are a measure of how much of a gentleman you are. Somewhere deep in the United Kingdom is an organization that tracks all gentlemen, determining their caliber based off an ancient and Byzantine collection of rules and guidelines. Every year during the spring, a representative of this organization conducts a cursory investigation of each member's behavior, or at least appears to, and then awards gentle points based on what they saw. The following formula is used. Old ladies escorted across the street times Toffats owned times puzzles solved times money given to gentlemen tracking organization equals total gentle points. See, like, what the fuck is this? Like, they're just taking bullshit. They're like, I don't know what else to put here. Let's put this random thing that has absolutely nothing to do with the story. Knox's 10 Commandments. Ronald Knox, a mystery writer from the UK, published the following as his rules for writing a mystery novel. Okay, 1. The criminal must be mentioned early on. 2. All supernatural or preternatural agencies are ruled out. 3. No more than one secret room or passage. 4. No hitherto undiscovered poisons may be used, nor any appliance which will need a long scientific explanation. 5. No one with extrasensory perception or similar powers can appear. 6. No accident must ever help the detective, nor must he ever have an unaccountable intuition which proves to be right. 7. The detective must not commit the crime. 8. The detective must declare any clues he may discover. 9. The stupid friend of the detective, the Watson, must conceal nothing from the reader. 10. The twin brothers and doubles generally must not appear unannounced. What? Why is this here? Like, seriously.
Tell me why I can't understand this bullshit.
Just say mystery. The sign in question was for a simulated manned mission to Mars held in the Nevada desert on New Year's Eve 2028. The audio logs from the simulation contain a woman's voice, assumed to be one of the test subjects, saying the following. 6 of us are dead, counting myself. There are only 3 left. I guess you could say I killed them. No, that's not quite right. Not just them, not just these 6, all of them, all 6 billion. Most evidence seems to suggest that this was the beginning of the Radical 6 outbreak, and the Nevada facility was the epicenter of the pandemic. Word 03 says before he leaves, there are a few variations. Have a nice trouble, have a nice tragedy, have a nice trust. What the hell? Did he really say all those things at some point? I don't remember anymore. This is a photograph that Tenmyoji was holding. The subject is a girl named Akane Kurashiki. Akane was one of the people who appeared in this game's sister tile, 9 Hours, 9 Versus 9 Doors, as a childhood friend of Junpei, tile's main character.
Hey, that's me.
No, he was 21 years old. This picture was taken 9 years before then, when she was 12. Look at the left side of the picture. If you look closely, it almost looks like there's a man grinning in the background. It's kinda hard to see with the fucking text on top of it. Wait. If you look closely, it looks like there's a man grinning in the background. Don't worry, it seems a little strange. A spirit medium has told us that the person in this picture is a guardian spirit who looks after her. He must have shown up here because he heard what sort of destiny she had in store and decided to see how she was doing. Okay, this is the last set here. The Minkowski space, a way of describing reality that adds a 4th dimension of time to 3 dimensions of space. It was described by German mathematician Hermann Minkowski and therefore bears his name. It's also the name of a ski resort for miniature cows. What? Of course. Lagomorph. Yeah, look at showing the picture of a gay rat and the bunny. A scientific name for the order which rabbits belong, and 03's actual name. Tenmyoji and Alice. When they split up at the red, blue, and green chromatic doors, Tenmyoji told Alice there was something he had to tell her. That something was, of course, his identity, and that he already knew all about Alice and Ice 9. Not because he'd heard about it from Clover. Oh, okay. Tenmyoji and Clover. After the second run of the AB game, after going through the purple and green doors, Clover, as a solo, was heard to say the following to Tenmyoji, her opponent.
What the heck do you mean with all that? It's not fair. You're telling the truth then.
So what did Tenmyoji said to her? The same thing he's meant to say to Alice, of course. He told her who he was, a simple fact that shook Clover's resolve and made her vote ally. It probably hadn't been his original intention to betray her, but after thinking about Quark's safety, he probably felt he had no choice in pick betray.
Whatever, nobody likes Clover anyway.
The AB project. A can stand for after and B before, but they can also stand for anima and body. Everything that happened in this factory is part of the AB project. The Mystery of Phi. Ooh, this should be good. Or not. So who was Phi? There are a few clues scattered throughout the story, but nothing conclusive. Perhaps the truth will be revealed at the Nevada test site. Oh, thanks, game, you fucking fuck. Deactivation password. Here's what's saying more about the bomb deactivation passwords. Those passwords, they aren't just gibberish. There's something hidden in each one. I can only give you one hint. +1. Good luck. There's a lot more to the story, but I think we'll stop the secret archives here. Thank you for playing, and we hope you enjoyed the game.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, game creators.
I don't understand. They aren't just gibberish. There's something hidden in each one. I can only give you a +1. One of you guys pointed out that the Milcavelli one spells "I love climb" and backwards. So,
and I wrote that because I love myself.
Oh, you're right. That's awesome. If you add, I see. So if you add, it says add +1 to it. It means go one letter forward. So this one, LXAQNSQGDQ. Go one letter forward. It spells my brother. Let's do the other ones.
This is fun.
Okay, this one BQZRGJDXR. Crash keys. Crash keys. Okay. I guess the keys for crashing. I guess the keys for cracking the code. Oh. This second one, LXQLHRLHCNMR. That one's Myrmidons. That spells Myrmidons. This one spells Freeze Soul. Huh. How about that? That's interesting. Okay, there's one last thing, but that was the last of the golden files. There's one last thing I want to try before I end it here. Okay, you guys told me that apparently the pipes in the other room, I remember I brought up, I was like, oh, they should have done that. There's that funny scene from the original one said that only shows up though on easy. Okay, so let's see what let's see. Will it work? Pipes. A pipe. Yes! Give me a pee!
Give me an eye. What is wrong with you?
No, keep going. Just an ordinary pipe. Oh. Oh. Oh, Sigma, man, come on. Dude, Junpei, everybody else went all the way. And I was there too, wasn't I? I think I was, at least. That's me, Seven. Best character in the whole game. Ah! Alright. I think on that awesome note, I'm gonna end it here. Anyway, like if you enjoyed this video, and the series again. This is officially gonna be the last video for Zero Escape, so moving on to other things. And so, oh yeah, subscribe down hop aboard the SLP, where the days are always sunny and the vids are always funny. Anyway, till next time, guys, stay classy.